Friday, no work till Monday, sing along. A dooby doo, a dooby dooby dooby, a did diddly doo. A Friday show, one of a kind, from 6 to 8 every Friday morning. Tell your friends on AM 940, AM940Hawaii.com, and of course, iHeartRadio. You can be a part of it, okay? And your friends can be a part of it. To miss home, you know. Over there are other places in the world. We miss Hawaii. We could just hear something special. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have found your way to something special. Brought to you by
the Pacific Center for Economic Development and its Pelotron companies.
I'm Kimo Kahuano.
And this is Ikex Kahuano.
And along with Leilani Kupaho Marino.
Aloha, good morning.
And Lynette Adams, who is the ED of Pacific Center for Economic Development. And Ben, our fearless engineer, who's behind the camera. Aloha, me.
Aloha.
We welcome you, and we thank you very much for being a part of this presentation. Also, we would like to thank Summit Media, who allows us to be a part of the wonderful airwaves here in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this show is unlike any other. We'll be talking to some very, very important people about projects that are happening. Also, we'll be sharing some great music, and we look forward to talking to Wendell Keikauaha, okay? Because, well then, see, I did it again.
We knew where you were going.
Wendell, it's all your fault, Wendell. Wendell. Doesn't it sound like rippling?
Yeah.
Wendell?
Yeah.
What was Wendell about? That was about.
Come we go to Wendell's for the foot. For some good cow it's the foot long lala. Better than poi, better than pig. Wendell's lalas.
Really big.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we won't go to that one, but yeah, definitely. So Weldon Keikauaha, who's the Hoku Award winner, and the reason why I kept calling him Wendell is because there was a local recording artist, okay, and he has passed on, but I always got confused. So it's good actually because we can all join in my misery and say it correctly. Weldon Keikauaha.
Well, the names I always confuse are Weldon and Glenn. I know a guy named, Wendell. I know, there you go, all three of them. But I know a person named Wendell, and I call him Glenn. Ah. So I mix it up too.
Okay.
And then he's like, my name's Wendell.
But you know, there's nobody named Weldon. I don't know any other Weldon in Hawaii.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weldon Keikauaha. It just flows. Flows right to the record store where you can buy his new CD.
Which is well done.
Yeah. Ooh.
A little early morning.
Boom. Well.
Wake up.
Oh, that's about time we find out what's going on in Hawaii. Some of the big stories that are happening in Hawaii. And of course, you know, everybody's talking about UH kicking off. Oh, tomorrow, Carol Kai and I, we're going to get our helmets. We're going on a field with the boys. We're going to tell them exactly what to do, what for not do. Okay, boys? Yeah, right. Anyway, so coaches out there, they got a whole new season. They've been picked last. And you know what's the good thing about being picked last? You can only move up.
That's right.
That's right.
There's nowhere to go but up.
That's right. Up, man. Yeah. We're green. Yeah, we're here. How come so many people turned out? Because we last and we're going to prove that we're not last. Okay? Come on. Show me. That's a local one.
That's right. Even if you're second to last, you still beat the odds.
That's right.
Yep.
We beat up the odds. And so that's the way the football thing
Well,
goes.
that's interesting because it says when Norm Chow participated in his first NCAA training camp, gas was 35 cents a gallon. The University of Hawaii's tuition was $115 a semester, and UH's football team was known as the Rainbows, which they kind of still are. They're back, now. Rainbow Warriors. Yep.
Finally got back to reality.
Yep.
Okay.
43 years later, the Warriors have been rebranded the Rainbow Warriors, and Chow remains enthusiastic entering his second season as UH's head coach.
Yeah, so we're gonna do this show, and one of the things was they talked to the athletic director, they talked to you know, everybody who's involved with the team.
Right.
So it's going to be really, really interesting about what happens with that, and about all the sports programs at University of Hawaii. So we're looking forward to a very positive year, positively moving up, positively. No, because you know this is what happened before, when you know, because nobody had a name, but there were, you know, tough guys on the team, and Coach Price used to just send out the tough guys. Yeah, go destroy something.
Give them one big cartouche.
Yeah. Those were the days. And then Wags, of course, is when Haku played, right?
Bob Wagner.
The bomb.
Yeah,
that was so great.
They won the was it the Holiday Bowl?
And
in '92, on their WAGs.
Yeah, and they won the WAG championship. They were
Yeah.
co-champions.
Yeah, and he had a really good
Michael Carter.
Michael Carter, yep, and
Haku played with him because Haku was on the previous years.
Right,
and they got so close in those previous years.
right, and they went to their first bowl game actually
Yeah.
in 1990 to the Aloha Bowl.
There you
That
go.
was their very first bowl game, and in '92 they took the Holiday Bowl
Yeah.
under Bob Wagner, and they beat BYU under Bob Wagner for the first time in like over a decade or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, and they did it twice.
Twice in a row.
Mowed them down.
With Gary Gabriel, yep.
Twice. It was such a wonderful event.
Yep,
Okay.
it was.
So.
And we were at both of those games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So great stuff. Great stuff. Okay. So
Well,
anyway, that's in the news.
How are you feeling about you recovering from Flossie?
Plus, no. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it,
That was a rough one.
just
That
think
was.
about this.
However.
People always have a tendency when something like this happens not to listen.
Right.
Suddenly they get deaf ear. Okay. Then when the real thing happens,
Right.
then everybody, suddenly realizes how bad it could be.
Well, no, I think it's just the the way that the world nowadays is every little thing.
Right.
You got to warn people because otherwise someone's responsible if you
Right.
don't. Right. So that's the thing. I
Yeah,
think.
but the thing is, for the media, it's all about, we're paying bills, we're making money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the more that they bring it out, the more people feel like they have to watch TV, the more commercials are being played, and they're taking care of their sales department.
Yeah, yeah.
So
but
that's the reality.
Weather officials say that that Flossie actually never even touched land in Hawaii.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Well, no, absolutely,
We're lucky.
absolutely.
It's like
That's what I think.
And here's what I'm flashing on. Okay.
But what I'm saying.
Wait.
Okay,
Let me finish
sorry.
the
Yeah,
thought.
go ahead.
Okay, and that is Japan. Okay. When you think of what happened with the tidal wave, with all of this nuclear reactor, with all of that stuff, and then what could have happened, across the Pacific, home here. So. Phew.
Well, no, I mean, I'm all for like warning for everything. I mean, how many
Yeah.
tsunami warnings have we had in the last decade?
Right.
Several, and fortunately, they've been very like 2-3 inch tsunamis, right?
Fortunately.
Very fortunately. So I mean, I'm not saying, I'm not mocking it or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we're lucky nothing happened.
And when you get into a seismic situation, and there's a wave, that wave is moving very, very quick, hundreds of miles an hour. So there is very little time. Once it hits that land shelf, and it just explodes.
Yeah.
There's very, very little time. So it's something that people have to recognize. Okay, okay, that's enough, because you already know what I'm talking about. Okay, you know it, So, but we did, you can choose to do several things. Like one of my friends, his wife went out and bought, 3 big jugs of water,
Right.
because he said you gotta have water.
Yeah. Batteries, water,
Yeah.
stuff, basic survival.
I usually find myself at Kahala Mall or Zippy's or,
Yeah.
someplace where other people are. So we can do it together. We can bond together. Okay? So everybody has their own rescue mission, but that's an important part of it. Now, what is this? Memorials out of line. What is that? What is that? Because, I've helped with the Kaneohe, okay, and the National Cemetery of the Pacific in Pu'ovaina, Punch Bowl. So being at the ceremonies over there on the windward side was very good. But evidently there are infractions at the State Veterans Cemetery. There are rules, and they have to be applied. So what happens with everybody is, you end up in a situation where they're not applied, they're real local style, and then people get upset. Yeah. So.
Well, I guess the picture, the primary picture that they show there is the one with the beer bottle, the bottle of Heineken or something on the grave site. And I guess that's not, that's against the rules, I suppose.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Against the rules, but not in a bar. You can take the beer, go put them in a bar, and salute all you want.
If you're Ohana from Waimanawa, the green bottles is very perfect.
That's right. That's right. That's a whole
It's a whole
green
other-
bottle world over there.
Yeah.
And if you think I'm kidding, forget it. I once went to a gathering with a whole table.
All
Okay,
tables.
place settings. Okay, now everything inside there was green. Okay,
Yeah.
but it wasn't plants.
Yeah.
It wasn't flowers. It was green bottles. The whole table. I said, wow.
Every table and
We're
one
in-
uncle.
we're in another row.
Never drink alone.
And also, hula is a part of the headline.
hula.
Yeah.
Front page.
Yeah.
And it's about,
So that Queen's study.
Hula Mapuana de Silva with
Right.
Queen's Medical Center.
Right. So between the Western and Hawaiian culture, and being able to see how hula affects the physiological.
Billy V! Oh, sorry. Had
You
to
know
say
what?
all
He
of
was just
Billy V.
checking the heart rate of Billy V right now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, the heart rate of Billy V, he looks good.
He looks great.
He's walking.
He's
And
walking.
his son
that's
is a
right.
star.
Yes.
Billy's son
It was
is
in
doing a
Footloose.
musical. Yeah, Footloose.
At Momia
Oh, right,
Theater
right.
last weekend.
How's that?
Ooh, congratulations.
Oh, the heritage is being passed on. It's like me and you. It's like me and you.
That's cool in a different way.
The reason why I explain that is because when Ikaika was younger, we did a radio show together. Okay, we're doing the radio show together, and part of the radio show was, hey, son, why don't you go down there and check it out? There's no chance you're gonna be a part of it, but check it out, do the audition, let's see what happens. He goes down, and then after that, the cameras are following him home.
You know, I blame.
Hello?
Yeah, that's true. But I blame the summer of '99 when I was a leader at Mono Summer Fun. That summer, all they listened to was like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, and so I gained sort of a sentimental attachment to the music by the end of that summer.
Right.
But at the beginning of it, I had never even listened to any of that music.
In fact, people used to stop you on the street because you look like that guy from
the
Backstreet
guy
Boys,
from-
right?
Yeah, Kevin Richardson. Yeah.
Kevin Richardson, yeah. You two looked exactly alike.
Yeah.
It was like, wow. Actually, you're a little more handsome. But,
Oh, thank you, Dad. Thank you.
hey, son, what can I say? I made you. Hey. Oh, speaking of I made you. Wait, do you want to announce it or should I?
You can announce it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have another grandson.
Yay! Congratulations.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another number 4.
Kahuanas know only how to make boys.
Haku Kevin Kahuano is the father, and Rhiannon Kahuano is the mother who did all of the work.
Yes. But she looked
Evidently.
beautiful
Well,
after
see-
birthing.
see the- oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dad.
Yeah, she did all of the work.
She did.
Yeah.
She did it. It was a long labor too.
Yeah,
Long
2
labor.
days.
Yeah.
2 days?
Baby didn't want to go out. He was
Only
hanging
2
out.
days.
Only that's a long
that's a
time
long
when you're the
time.
mommy.
Okay, how long was your labor? How long was your labor?
Cut. C-section.
Oh yeah, that's a matter of
C-section.
Yeah.
that's a matter of
Okay,
minutes.
She was bullied, that's why.
But labor. Oh. You was looking at the other TV.
Her feet was down there.
We got feet at the exit.
Stuck in the hole.
No, we got feet opposite the exit. We gotta turn them around. Okay, so that's Leonard's story.
Oh my gosh, the first time was what, less than 6 hours?
No, you being
That's
born.
what I was. Oh, me myself.
Yes.
I don't know. I was never told how long. I just know I was at
Oh, yeah.
1 something in the
So
morning.
you had 2 daughters, so.
My 2 daughters,
yeah.
less than 6 hours, and the other one in a matter of less than 3 hours.
Okay. Min, how long was your labor? I mean, not you, but when you were born. You know? No, he doesn't know.
I was quick because my older brother's head was really large, so everything after that was really easy.
No, but Kamuela didn't
No.
want to come out.
Ikaika, hour and a half of sheer pain. Okay, but
Your poor
boom.
mom.
Okay, so and for me, the reason why I said 2 days is because I was born after 3 days. Okay, and the only reason why I was born was it was threatening her life,
Yeah.
my mom's life,
Yeah.
and
Well,
it
you're
was 3 days, and I was 10 pounds
Yeah.
3 ounces.
That's a bundle.
So actually, they had to get a jet airliner inside, put me on it, and then get me out because
That's a good one.
That is a
man, 10 pounds 4 ounces. Excuse me, 10 pounds 4 ounces.
Well, the funny thing is, as Leilani pointed to earlier, is Hapu only makes boys, and the thing
Yes.
about it is, if you know my older brother, he's a warrior. He's a
Yes.
mountain of a man.
Yes.
He's 6'2". He's giant. He's a giant.
Giant.
Former defensive end for the University of Hawaii. So the men are responsible
Yes.
for the sex.
that chromosome.
Right, the X and the Y chromosome. So I'm convinced my older brother does not have an X chromosome in
I
his
think
body.
you're right.
He's just all Y. Just
Rhiannon,
That's why there's no
I'm gonna
girls.
talk to you about this,
Wow.
young lady.
He should have been a scientist.
why?
Well, he is in his own.
Why not? Why? Why
So
not?
that's why I always tell Haku. I said, that's why you don't have girls, Hawks, because you don't have any X chromosomes. You're just all man,
Oh, just man.
all Y.
He's missing that one little piece of the intersection.
So yeah, so we have a
So we
new
got
grandson,
4 nephews
Yes.
now.
and his name is
He's still working on
Yes.
that.
no, the English name.
For the boy.
Yeah,
Well, Haku was throwing around names.
yeah.
But,
but it was so different.
He usually takes a week or so.
We're gonna write it down and we'll come back with it. Okay, because it just happened. It's just happened.
Well, he
yes, on
he
the
threw around. He was
31st.
kicking around Wheeler.
Yes.
Yeah, kicking around
yes,
Wheeler.
about
Wheeler, which is like lightning.
Is the lightning.
So you know,
Cartwheeler is the car.
This
electric car. Yeah,
this is
the electric.
perfect.
Well,
Electricity.
Wheeler is electricity.
So
Lightning.
July 31st was his
Cool
birthday,
name.
Well, since my baby left
Oh,
me,
that is
which
true,
is
yeah.
a perfect.
found a new place to dwell. Down at the end of the street, gone Heartbreak Hotel. Well, I feel so lonely, baby. Could be Elvis.
Well,
Never can
so
tell.
hey, your dad
Elvis could be.
here.
We don't know.
right now.
July 31st is
Yes.
Elvis's birthday?
Well, no.
No.
But we were talking about July 31st. Your dad. We were going to talk about the July 31st Hawaiian Independence Day. La ho'i ho'i ea.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So
yeah. No, you
your
don't go from a
boy
baby
is-
to Independence
No,
Day.
because he
You
is.
go from
He's
baby
independent.
to music.
He's independent,
It's
he's not a
8:21.
body.
It's 8:21. It's 6:21. Don't panic, everyone. 6:21. It's Aloha Friday, and we'll be right back with more. Right now, we're gonna take you to the Big Island. Waimea Cowboy. Wee-ha!
But that was perfect. So he's born on Cesar because those two are kind of one of the longest running teachers.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, Wahine Hololio, the Kahau Anu Lake Trio. Kahau Anu. That's how K-Lake said it to me when I said, Mr. Kahawano. He said, Kahau Anu. Thank you so much. And his last interview? Right here.
That's right.
Right
Yeah,
here. How's that?
yeah.
It's beautiful. So memories and moments, great stuff that we share with you. Sorry, I just snacking. Okay. We do have a little bit about 31st. Leilani mentioned the 31st of July because it's the birth of Haku's fourth boy. Okay. So,
perfect.
and why?
And how perfect that name, Huila. But July 31st, 1843 is when Hawaii was given back,
Okay.
to the monarchy. And so
By the British, right?
by the British,
Admiral
Admiral Thomas.
Admiral
So Thomas Square.
Thomas Square, really?
Yeah.
Definitely.
La ho'i ho'i ea.
David Lancaster. Maybe. A nice commercial, David.
We've just
Nice commercial.
We traveled to Europe.
Very good. Your latest is wonderful. Darling. All the personalities just pass by, They all want to be here with us. Nah,
We
just
want to be
joking.
with them walking too.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I was actually helping a couple of people yesterday, and they're from England.
Uh-huh.
And
Really?
yes, they're really. And they were telling me, I said, they said, I said, wow, it's pretty good, to be in London and then travel to America because the British
Yes.
pound is like $2 to $2 to £1.
Really?
So the exchange. He said, no, it's like $1.48 to a pound now. So if you want to travel abroad, now's a good time to do it.
Yeah, when I was younger, it was 2.2. Yeah, pounds to the
when I went to
dollar.
England, when I went to London in 2005, I mean, just like it was what £5 for like a Subway sandwich, which was like $10 to $12.
Wow. Man,
So,
you
yeah,
starved.
that was like
you starved while you were
7-8
there.
years ago. Yeah.
Did you say you went to a Subway sandwich in London, England?
They had Subway, yeah. They had Subway.
Hey,
Ladies
talking
and
about
gentlemen, the rest of the story.
hey, restaurants, Hilo,
Oh.
Zippies.
Hilo Zippies, yeah.
Hilo Zippies,
Yeah,
yeah.
opened up.
Oh, there's a Zippies. They've
Man,
landed
is
in
that
Hilo
big
now.
news?
Yay, that's
When you're
huge
feeling
news.
hungry and you don't know where to go, Sips, there's a place for everybody. It's the restaurant we all know, Sips. Food is always great here, morning, noon, or night. Sips. Restaurant, the specials and the local grinds are really out of sight. Give me some boombox. Zippies is the answer after anything you do. Next stop, Zippies, Hawaii's restaurant just for you.
That's the Fat Boys. The Fat Boys
That
just
was
do that.
Zippies.
I wrote that at Zippy.
Yes.
job.
How's that?
Good.
Ooh, but I never
Wait.
heard it with a boombox before. That sounds good.
That's good
Yeah.
improvisation.
That's right.
But you know what's not good is
What?
Sizzlers. They closed all their
Oh,
shops.
wait, hold on. Let's have a moment
Memorial
of
moment.
silence for Sizzlers.
That's a bummer.
But because they changed the name from Sizzlers to Moko or something like that?
Goku or something.
Oh, yeah.
Goko? Goko?
Yep, Goko Restaurant.
Yeah,
Goko Restaurant.
Goko out of business. Hey, how's it? Goko out of business, man.
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to be Goko, supposed to be. Well, actually, when you change the name from Sizzlers
Yeah.
to Goko, you're either trying to destroy
Yeah.
the restaurant
So-
because the Goko has no presence, right? There's no background, no history. So here you put together a name for Sizzlers. Everybody knows
Oh,
Sizzlers.
It's so tantalizing just saying those Sizzlers.
Sizzlers, yeah. So why did
Makes
they
me-
use
makes my
another
mouth
name?
water just saying the
They
word.
should have used
Yeah.
another name, like what could have been a good name? If you go from Sizzlers to
Sizzlers too.
No. Can I use the name?
Restaurants don't have sequels.
Sizzle. Sizzle.
Why did they keep Sizzlers?
They said, well, it says here they just wanted to rebrand it, and so now it's GoCo Steak
Yeah, they
and Salad
rebranded
Bar.
themselves out of business, is what they did. But I got a hunch there's
There's
another
gotta be.
agenda, because that's what people do. You know, everybody thinks, oh, too bad. No, there's an agenda, folks. Okay,
Well, you know
trust
what?
me.
GoCo also web definitions. It has to go back to Korea. So
Oh,
there's
GoCo.
something to do with something to do with Korea.
Okay.
I don't know. Funny, when I went to Sizzlers, I didn't see that many Korean people.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Korean,
Scissors.
there
No,
was
change
a,
of ownership.
Yeah, it was in ownership. Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
probably
okay.
a Korean.
It was a
Yeah, and it was headed by a guy who I knew from the restaurant business and hotel business
Yeah.
in Waikiki. So I'm looking at this
Small,
guy going,
healthy guy, right?
yeah.
Here's something that says GoCo means modern Japan in Berlin, planned with Far Eastern philosophy in mind.
Uh-huh.
Fu Sui is our core and heart. So it has to do with spiritual.
Oh,
I think it's part of it, re-educating all of us. What
Yeah,
does
yeah.
this really mean?
Too late. No need re-educate because it's gone. Gone cold. Not all. Yeah, not go cold.
Well, we wish you best.
But yeah. Too bad it happened because a lot of local people are out of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now they can't, make, apparently.
Yeah, that was suddenly.
Yeah.
Well, one article that really caught my eye this morning,
Okay.
and this is kind of one of those funny ones. There's always a price for beauty. They always say, especially women, beauty hurts.
Okay.
Well, check this out. Would you do this, Lay? Would you drop $180 for a bird poop facial at a New York City spa?
Wow.
I can go
100,
outside and just
100,
put my face to the
$180,
sky.
yep.
I don't have
Bird
to pay for
poop
it.
special?
That's what goes into facials at
Hey.
a luxury spa where traditional Japanese treatment using imported Asian nightingale excrement mixed with rice bran goes for $180 a pop.
Wow.
Wow. No, I'll
Oh,
just
boy,
stand
you just.
outside.
If you're eating breakfast, I want to apologize for my son. Sorry. The taste is. I know.
No, but
Because you know why? In Hawaii, we do have pigeon poop.
no, but
Okay.
they eat a specific type of berry.
Yes.
They eat a specific type of berry. And
Not these pigeons down here locally. They eat rainbows, they eat zippies, and then pa-boom, all over Waikiki. All over Waikiki.
But for $180, we could go out and make
I know, right?
Hawaiian.
Yeah, you do. Thank you, both
Nurse and
entrepreneurs.
doctor can put something
Okay,
together.
hold on, we gotta go. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta get out of that real fast. Happy birthday if you're actor Peter O'Toole. He's 81 years old today. Peter O'Toole is 81. You know what that means? He's old. Okay.
well, 81's
direct-
the new 70.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of 70, director Wes Craven is 74.
Oh yeah. What?
Yeah.
He's 74?
Yeah. And here's a big one.
Wes
Kathy
Craven.
Lennon of the Lennon Sisters. Now many of you don't remember because you're you guys' age.
Lawrence Welk.
Lawrence Welk. Exactly, the Lennon Sisters. Lawrence Welk. So if you remember, a one and a two and dun 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 dun, dun. Anyway, they were on his show,
yes.
Lawrence Welk show.
Beautiful voices.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for joining us here in this beautiful setting of television. We're here to share with you a wonderful show tonight. We have a piano lady. She's going to be playing piano. We have the Lennon Sisters. They have a great harmony. We're going to have a two-dancer couple. A dance couple, they dance and they dance and they dance and when they finish.
Lesbian.
I don't know what accent that is, but I was trying for Lawrence Welk. Okay, so
That was
Well,
pretty good.
Kahula Nui reminds me of them. You know how they had the boxes
Yeah.
and the band would have their own little, band box they'd be sitting behind?
oh yeah.
Kahula Nui does the same thing. They have
Hey.
their little setup.
By the way, I gotta thank Brother Nolan for doing Coconut Girl at Waimea. And
That's a good one,
yeah. So, and the reason is because when he did Coconut Girl, all of these girls who were dancing from the halau got up and danced. They practiced at Waimea,
That's their-
Waimea
that's their
Valley on
song.
the North Shore.
Yeah.
And he did the song, and he's just jamming. He'd never seen this before, and they're dancing. It's like Coconut Girl, unbelievable.
And how about James Daniel Blah Pahinui?
James Daniel, what a great sound. Great sound. Great storyteller, I think, yeah. Also John Cruz came out and just sang it, man. Just sang it his way.
Olomana.
Beautiful. And the sweet sounds of Olomana and Ho'okena. Whew, it was a touching time. And it started off by Auntie Awai.
Oh, yeah, Auntie Kanani.
Kanani. Tutu Kanani.
Yeah, Tutu Kanani. And her son, Keith and Kimo, who also helped Ku'ule Stockman. Kimo.
Yeah.
Is it Kimo or Keith?
Kimo.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
That helped with the halau in Washington,
And
D.C.
did Kool-Aid, is she still on Kauai
She's
with the
here
kids?
now.
She's still there now?
No, she's
Calling.
She's
Huh?
on Oahu.
She's here?
Yeah.
On Oahu?
Talk about the one lady that
Kool-Aid
was
Stockman.
honored.
Kool-Aid Stockman. Kumuhula. How was it on
Yeah.
Kauai? Don't you just love that beautiful island?
Aw, my
But,
heart.
they're so great, so great, so wonderful. So we've done we're going to share our first guest coming up in just a few moments. But right now, what we're going to do is share with you a song that I happened to pick from the CD, and now I realize, hey, there's a reason. You know, there's a reason for everything. And if we think about who we were, who we are today, and how we can nurture our future, this is the song that we can all help each other with. It's from Legacy, and Kapala is the name of the group. Let's take a listen. Okay. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Raising Aloha. Welcome to Aloha Friday.
Catchy song.
Oh, what a beautiful moment. Such a love. Gigi. Remember Gigi? Marie Chevalier. It's before your time, Ikeka. But it was so good.
I think
tell
it was
you.
it sounds French.
Definitely. So beautiful. Patricia Leigh Anderson Murray, ladies and gentlemen. That's her version of La Vie en Rose. So how about a nice hand? How about a nice hand for that? In French,
beautiful.
in English, and in Hawaiian.
Yay. And you know how
Former Miss Hawaii.
to
Yay.
bring the world into
Yeah,
to
so
the music
beautiful.
like that.
Yeah, and we want to thank all of our guests for being a part of the showcase. This has been a wonderful pleasure. But lest we forget, and now we can't, this program happens every Aloha Friday from 6 to 8 Hawaii time in the morning. And we're proud to have it on AM 940, am940hawaii.com, and iHeartRadio. I want to say aloha to Florida and our contingency there, also to Washington, D.C., Maui Kaika, and the lovely lady who's here in Hawaii, of course, Ku'ule Stockman.
Right. And she's probably the only other person that could sing a song in French, English, and Hawaiian.
There you go.
Of which I know.
Oh, yeah? Thank you. Thank you for that, my son. Also, want to...
Because she studied French.
No.
Yeah.
And we want to say aloha to all of the golf tournaments that are happening. Two of them today, one at Ho'okale, one at Kapolei, and then coming up on Monday for Chaminade. It's going to be really great. Kapolei is Touchstone Properties, and Associate Hawaii is at Ho'okale. And the main thing is that all of these golf tournaments are raising funds for Hawaii Food Bank, for Associate Foundation, for also for Shriners Hospital, and we talked to the wonderful VP of Development for Shriners Hospital. Thank you very much, John Keene.
That's right.
So good stuff, good stuff. It's time to say aloha. We got about a few moments left to say goodbye, and so this is how we say goodbye to everybody, so that you never forget us. Here is where I sit all cloudy and blitz with my primo bottles lying everywhere. Got a guitar in my hand and a whistling oil can under my okole for a chair. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. A doobie doo, be doobie 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 doo. Take it, son.
It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday.
No, take the lead. You keep wanting to sing so high. You have a great, great mellow voice. Just give me the Aloha Friday, take the lead.
Here is where I sit all cloudy and bliss with the primo bottles lying everywhere. Got a guitar in my hand and a whistling oil can under my okole for a chair. It's Aloha Friday.
It's Aloha Friday.
No work till
No
Monday.
work till Monday.
A doobie 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 doo.
One more time, son.
It's Aloha Friday.
It's Aloha Friday.
No work till
No
Monday.
work till Monday.
A doobie 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 doobie.
Have a great week. We'll see you next Aloha Friday, right here on AM 940, AM940Hawaii.com, and iHeartRadio. Ahui ho!
Woohoo! Done.
Weehaw!